What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get into 5 things I use for my YouTube channel. Now this video may not pertain to everybody as far as it's the same supplies I use, but I still am going to share a few tips and tricks that help me out along the way. From YouTuber to YouTuber, we need to help each other. And one thing I can say is that YouTube helped me grow my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get into it. So first, I use my MacBook Pro. Now, of course, you don't have to go out and buy a MacBook Pro. This is not for everybody. I needed a laptop, and this is a laptop that I bought that fits. It fit my needs over time, right? I started with I actually started with my school computer from college. Okay, so it did the bare minimum of whatever it needed to do. Okay, and my channel was not great. The quality was not clear. But for the most part, it was a start. Okay, so I'm telling you to make sure you start. That is the main goal. Okay, we can focus on getting better products later. Just remember to get what you need to get the job done. For me, one thing I found was that I was reaching too far into trying to have every little thing to grow my YouTube channel. I wanted a ring light. I needed a brand new camera. I wanted a new computer. And I was like, okay, these things are not helping me. This is not something I particularly need right at this moment in order to succeed. Okay, so one thing I do use though is my MacBook Pro. At this moment, I love it because it helps connect to my actual iPhone. I do not use the newest brand of iPhone. I'm not that person that goes out and buys the newest iPhone. I don't care. Okay, so I will use my phone until it dies and just it will not work anymore. So take my word for it when I say you can use your iPhone, whatever model you have, and use it to your benefit. Use that thing until you cannot use it anymore, okay? Now what I did invest in, like I said, was my MacBook Pro. And for that reason, I love that it connects the compatibility to my iPhone, okay? And I'll talk about that later in step 5. But for step 2, I use iMovie. Now, I know you guys are pretty familiar with iMovie, okay? This is what most YouTubers use as far as editing. Now, once you make your film, right? You've made your movie. You need some type of software to edit on. I use iMovie. Now, in the beginning, I was using Shotcut, which was a hassle, okay? From YouTuber to YouTuber, let me tell you right now, you need to avoid Shotcut. I don't know, like it was good and cool and all, like it still got the job done. Okay, it got the job done and it was efficient. Now, you do not have to buy all this overly priced editing software, okay? I'm not even at that step yet where I need to go and spend $30 a month for some type of editing software. Use iMovie, okay? It will do the basics of what you need it to do, okay? I'll show you guys. Okay, so here I'm going to show you guys how to use iMovie. All right, I'm going to share my screen down here because I want you guys to be able to see this. All right, I'm here on iMovie. Okay, this will do what you need it to do, okay? So we're going to go over here to projects. So the first thing you're going to see is media and projects. In media, this is where all of your content will be stored after you've made a project. It will be stored in your media. So make sure when you're done to go back into media and delete these old projects if you're no longer using them. And I'm telling you this because I just found out myself that it takes up storage, okay? And nobody really just checks into this, you know, because they're always into their projects tab. So once you create a movie in projects tab, when it's done, make sure you go back into media and delete all of that content because everything you make in iMovie will be stored over there in media. And I'll show you, here's a few movies I made. I've deleted the names of them, but they were all right here. And then over here in this section, it has like 5, 6, 7, whatever you pull as far as films to create one long movie. They will be stored here and take up a lot of storage, okay? And then eventually iMovie will tell you that you do not have enough space, okay? You may have enough space on your actual computer, but you will not have enough space in iMovie once this section gets full. So it's just a tip, okay? Now when we go into projects, we'll hit create new, go down here to movie. This is where the magic happens. You hear me? Okay, so for instance, I'm gonna come over here. I'm going to drop my outro over here. Okay, my outro is now over here in the media section. This is where you will put all your content when you're ready to use it. Okay, but here, pull it down into here, into your timeline. This is where it will play, and you can edit it here. Now, you know, it does the basics of what you needed to do. Splitting, if you need a split, you know, just split it here, pull it apart, it's good to go. You can add in your titles here when you need to pop up words and all of that good stuff and flash up some little flashy stuff to keep people's attention. Do that. It has backgrounds, it has transitions, all of these transitions. You can pull them like this one's doorway. Boom, pull it right here, and then it will open up a door for you, you know. So I'm like, play around with iMovie. It has everything you need for the basics. I'm not going to do like a whole how-to on how to use iMovie, but for the most part, it has, you know, crop, effects, sound. It has a lot of stuff. So get in here and I'm saying play with it. It will get the job done for what you needed to do. Okay, let's move on to step 3. I use PicsArt, and that is an app. You can download that on the App Store. It's absolutely free. Use PicsArt to do your thumbnails. Okay, it's very simple. Like I said, it's free to use. You can download it and it goes straight into your camera roll. Once you're done, you can save it and it's right into your camera roll. So do not get overwhelmed again with the prices and how to do it, and don't get caught up in all that stuff. This is very simple. So far, I've said get a computer. Make sure it is affordable. You know, make sure it suits you. You do not have to go with the MacBook Pro. You can get whatever you need, you know, that gets the job done. Get something that's affordable. And I will tell you, if you get something dirt cheap, you're going to get what you pay for, okay? So I'm like, invest in what you needed to do, but you don't have to get the most expensive laptop. Step number 2 is iMovie. It's completely free. This downloads directly to where you want to download to. Now, I download my videos to my desktop. I just like all my videos to download and export right to my desktop. Okay, step 3, PicsArt. This is what you use for your thumbnails. It has tools so you can crop it to fit YouTube. It has effects, brightness. You can add in stickers. Some of the outlines you guys may see on my video, the stickers that has like the recording symbol in the corners, it looks like I'm actually filming at the moment. Those are just eye catchers, okay? It has, I'm like, you can put glitter in it, sparkles, bubbles, like you can put anything you want into these thumbnails. You can upgrade in PicsArt if you want the quality for your thumbnails, you can do that. But I'm saying this is a tool you can use for absolutely free. Take advantage of this free stuff when you're doing YouTube, okay? You don't need to pay out of pocket when you're not even monetizing it. All right? And what you guys see me on right now is step number 4. This is OBS. I use OBS. This is my recording software. Okay, this is the system that I use to film myself when I'm doing reactions to anything. It will capture me full screen, and it will also show you guys what I am watching on my computer. Okay, so you can learn about this. It's tons of videos on YouTube. You can learn about iMovie and OBS through YouTube. I did a lot of searching when I first started my YouTube channel on how-to videos and how to do this and how to do that. I had to set up my equipment by myself. I had to play around with some software that was not successful for me. It was too complicated and it was not getting the job done. It was causing me more hassle than it should be, okay? But it's tons of videos, and I'm telling you guys, use YouTube to help you grow your YouTube, okay? If you don't know how to use iMovie, look it up on YouTube, okay? If you don't know how to use OBS, look it up on YouTube. Use YouTube like it should be used. If you do not know, look it up. I promise you there's almost a video for everything on YouTube. You guys know this, okay? So I'm not gonna walk through, like I said, a whole video on these things. Like if you guys specifically want something, of course I will sit down and make a video about it. If you want a how-to video on iMovie or OBS, I'll sit down and make one. You guys can ask me in the comments if you have questions of how to do anything. You know, I can simply answer them, or I can make a video. But use YouTube for now, you know, because it has tons and tons and tons of content, information on how to do simple things. Like if you don't know how to split a movie, YouTube will definitely show you how to split a scene. If you want to put a transition in there, you know, use YouTube to your advantage until until forever. Okay, use it. It's a tool. It's not just your platform. It's a tool for you to use. I promise YouTube is going to be your best friend while you're trying to get monetized. So okay, this is the system I'll use. I'll pull this in so you guys can see. This is OBS. So it is now showing me in the wider area here, and this is actually the screen that I can see on my laptop when I'm recording something. This is the screen. This is the square here that I see, so you guys can see it. Alright, so here we go. This is where you guys can see anything that I'm seeing. And let's go music. I don't know. So you guys get the gist. Anything that I'm scrolling and seeing on YouTube, you can also see. And this is why I use this, because I use this for my reactions. I use this for like topics, or when I want to pull something up and show you guys. Now, you need to be aware that when you are sharing your screen or sharing videos on YouTube, y'all do have to go through a process to watch other people's content, okay? If you're starting a new YouTube, you have to be careful of using other people's music. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of copyright claims. You will get a strike on your channel. If you get 3, you are out of here, okay? So when you're watching somebody else's, like if you're doing a reaction channel, you know, for instance, and you pull up somebody's video using OBS, right? You're now showing the world their video and they're listening to the music. So you're gonna have to dispute these videos later, or possibly make appeals. Like that's a whole nother section that you can also look up. But be careful about these things if you're doing reaction channels. Now if you're doing like reactions to topics you've seen on YouTube, you know, you still may have to get approval from that person's platform, but just be mindful of that when you're sharing your screen. You may run into issues later, and there is a way to dispute so that your video gets passed and you don't get a strike and you don't have to worry about it, you know. So it's a lot of steps to YouTube, but luckily it's always something here. Like if you fall, there's always something to catch you. And I've learned that the more that I post, the more I learn how to correctly handle situations so I don't get a strike. You know, you don't want to get a bunch of strikes on your channel, and you don't want to just be doing whatever you want to do and then your channel's going to get deleted. Okay. The fifth thing I use, like I said before in step 1, I use my iPhone. The fifth thing I use is my iPhone. I told you guys that I use a regular iPhone, and I'm telling you this because the main point of this is that I use my continuity camera. Okay, and this is a new feature. I don't know if some of you guys have heard about this, but for beginning YouTubers, this is a gem. Okay, my computer, since I've started YouTube, I always thought that I needed like some sort of laptop or camera. And when I went and I've bought cameras, I've bought computers, and the quality is not as good as iPhone, guys. I'm telling y'all, like, these cameras are not as good as iPhone. Now some may be, okay, some of them may be, but from my own experience, the camera quality, even on this MacBook, is not as good as the actual iPhone. And I have an older model. I don't have the newest. I don't even know what model I have. Okay, it's not the newest by far. So this is from my own experience. iPhone is way better than actual laptops and cameras for me. The quality is so much better. Now the continuity camera, this is where you are able to hook up your camera and connect it to your computer, okay, your laptop. And you're able to use your cameras, your iPhone's camera, instead of your laptop's camera. So when when the camera quality sucks, you can hook up to your iPhone and use your iPhone's camera. It's a whole lot better. So right now I will, let me see. I'm going to, let's see. I can show you guys an example real quick. Like here, this is without portrait mode, okay? I'm on my continuity camera right now. So if I wasn't, it would probably be a little bit blurry. I'll try to show you guys in a minute to see if I can actually disconnect it so you guys can see the difference. It's a huge difference. You'll see what I'm talking about. But with the continuity camera, you also have to have your computer up to date, okay? You have to have at least Ventura on your computer to connect it to your iPhone. Now this may sound like a foreign language to you, some of you guys, but step by step, if you look this up, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Ventura is just an update on your Mac or on your computer, and you have to have this update on it to connect to continuity camera. So you have to have that update to connect to the continuity camera. And also update your phone, because you won't be able to get all of the features. Like I'm still struggling to get one of the features, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't necessarily need it. So I haven't put a lot of time into trying to figure it out. It's called Desk View, and that's a feature where your camera will actually show what you have on your desk. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is portrait mode, and you can see that this kind of blurred out my background a little bit. Now I can turn it all the way down and my background is clear. Now if I turn it all the way up, you see how it gets blurry, and it's like it focuses on me, right? So this is great quality. Remember, because nobody's going to want to watch your YouTube. This is the honest truth. Nobody wants to watch your YouTube if you're blurry and your camera quality is not clear. You want to get it as clear as possible so people can see you. They don't want to look at a screen that's blurry and they're just like, you know, what is this? You know, it's homemade trash. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Some of y'all be getting on here, right, and we can't even make out nothing on your screen. Okay, so you want to make sure your quality is top tier, because we're trying to get them views up, right? That's the whole point. Okay, so I got it all the way to 100% so you guys can see the difference. Again, this is a clear background, and you bring it all the way up, phase your background out. I kind of prefer this because I like the background to be faded out a little bit. Usually I'll keep it like right up in here, like a little over, you know, like 75%. And this here, this is center stage. So this is kind of cool. I like this actually. You see how it zoomed in on me? This follows you a little bit. So like if I come over this way, let's see, if I come over this way, okay, maybe not. I'm probably all the way at the edge. Let's see. So I'm gonna take this off. You see how it's centering me? It's like it's following me. You don't have to pay for all that high-tech stuff that actually let you, those cameras that follow you around and they're like $200 to follow you. Y'all use center stage if you're able to. Use this as you need to for vlogging or whatever you use it for, because as you come over this way, it follows you, it zooms in on you. And this is small stuff, y'all, to really help with your channel. It's better than having to do this number right here and situate your camera. You know, they can see your arm and you sitting here trying to do all this. Like, get something that'll work with you as you come in, like something that's following you. You know what I'm saying? See how it zoom in on me? Yeah. So like I said, they do have they have more features on here. They have Desk View, Portrait, Studio Light, Reactions, and Center Stage. Okay, so I think that's about 5 features when you use the continuity camera that's able to help your channel. You know, so you pick which one is good for you for whatever you're trying to do. When you use continuity camera, make sure your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is connected, and you have to be logged into the same iCloud account. If you're not, you will not be able to connect. You will struggle trying to figure out why it's not connecting. Okay, so I'm gonna try to turn my I'm gonna try to turn the continuity camera off so you guys can see the difference. And this is the difference when I'm on my MacBook camera. I can tell that it's some type of feature on here right now, and it's still clear, it's just not as clear. If you guys see me a minute ago, it's the other one's way clearer. So let's turn off the effects so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna turn off Studio, and this is how it looks normally. Sometimes I don't know. Yeah, the other one's clearer. Now this is completely clear, and like I said, this is the MacBook Pro, so it's pretty clear. But when you have the continuity hooked up, it's like you're vivid, you know what I'm saying? So I like to do, I want it as clear as possible for me. And this is the Studio Light I was telling you about. So this kind of gives it that here's all the way down, and here is it all the way up, so it kind of gives like a darker tint around you a little bit. If you like that, this is what Studio Light looks like all the way at 100%. So I don't know, maybe like midway is right here, if you guys can see the difference. I don't usually use that, but Reactions is the other one, and that's just like simply doing this here. Yeah, okay. So it does hearts and stuff. It has all kind of different reaction features. If you guys want to incorporate that into your videos, you can. So I'm actually going to connect back over so you guys can see the difference one more time in the quality. And this is back connected to the continuity camera, so I can see like a clear difference. I think I'm actually on center stage right now because it's following me. This is kind of clear to me, like this is way clearer. So I'm like, y'all really invest in certain things on these apps, okay? iMovie, OBS, like continuity camera. Learn about all these different things, because I promise you they will help you with the quality of your videos. That's why a lot of content creators struggle, is because their quality is not good. They're not experimenting enough with how to get better quality and make sure their sound is not all kind of wacky, okay? You don't want those type of small errors, especially when you're working so hard to deliver quality content. If you put 100% effort into your quality of your content, and then your quality like visually looks poor, that's the fastest way for somebody to swipe out of your video, okay? But I just wanted to give you guys like some quick information on how to help your YouTube channel. So this is what works for me right now. This is my personal setup that I use. Definitely do what works for you guys, but I know this has helped me along the way. So if you want to apply some of these tips and tricks into your YouTube channel, feel free to. I will also answer any questions. If you guys were confused about anything, I'll definitely try to explain it in the comments or make a separate video for you, because I want everybody to grow. Like, we all need to help each other grow. These videos are super helpful to me, so I want you guys to take it and use it and apply it. I appreciate all the love. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.